players begin in the country in which they currently reside. Player 1 rolls a 3 and moves 3 spaces to Colombia. Player 1 buys 1 kilogram of cocaine for $7,500 from the black market. The black market is the bank of our game. It represents the market that would be buying and selling the drugs. Player 2 rolls an 11 and moves to Algeria. Player 2 buys 10 kilograms of hashish for $2,500. Player 1 rolls a 12 and moves to Turkey and buys 1 kilogram of meth. Player 2 rolls a 6 and lands on the authorities. The authorities will confiscate all drugs from your possession. Player 2 loses all drugs but keeps the cash. By rolling a 4 or less, Player 2 could have avoided all of this. Player 1 rolls an 11 and moves to Australia. Player 1 sells 1 kilogram of cocaine for $76,000. That is a profit of $68,500. Player 1 has landed on Canada. Player 1 establishes a cartel by paying the listed price of $57,000. Player 2 then happens to land on Canada and possesses 1 kilogram of cocaine in his cargo hold. Player 1 offers to take the 1 kilogram of cocaine for a $6,000 profit. Player 2 counters with $3,000. Player 1 accepts and the bank pays out the listed $43,000. $3,000 from the black market goes to Player 1, and the remaining $40,000 goes to Player 2. The drugs return to the black market. Player 2 wants to buy some marijuana from Player 1. Player 1 offers to sell for $3,000 per kilogram. Player 2 negotiates for $2,500 per kilogram, and Player 1 accepts. Player 2 pays Player 1 $2,500 for 10 kilograms of marijuana. Player 1 gives the bank $20,000 for 10 kilograms of marijuana, which is then given to Player 2. Player 1 just took a $5,000 cut from the deal. Owning a cartel makes you the boss. You get a cut that you negotiate. If a player doesn't want to pay that price, then you don't need to sell. Once a player owns 2 or more cartels next to each other, players may establish gangs and mafia. Gangs and mafia are used to tax players that land in your country. Player 2 has just purchased Colombia and Peru. Player 2 purchases 3 gangs from the black market. Player 1 then lands on Peru. Player 1 must roll 3 dice, 1 for each gang owned. The total equals 10. Gang tax is the dice, 10 in this case, times $3,000. Player 1 must give $30,000 to Player 2. Player 1 can then choose to buy or sell drugs from Player 2, but it is Player 2's choice to deal or not. This is the beauty of King Cartel. It is up to the cardholder whether or not it is best to tax someone or let them off because they value their relationship and business. You must strategize to become the largest and strongest cartel.